What's going on, guys? This is DB43 here, as always, back with another Diecast review. Today's Diecast review is going to be on the Fillmore's Taste and Precision Series building. Quite a big one indeed, because, of course, this is the Precision Series buildings from Radiator Springs. Of course, they're going to be huge, although this one is not as huge as the other one, which is why, fortunately, we are able to put them in my normal setup, because usually, with most other Precision Series cars, I have to move them to another room in my house because they're super big or they're not able to fit in my normal setup. But this one is pretty tiny, so it just is like the perfect fit for the setting. Like if it was 1 inch longer, it probably wouldn't fit. So I got super lucky there. I did not find this in a store. I got this on eBay for $70, which is a pretty good deal in my opinion, especially for a Precision Series building. Fun fact is that this is actually one of the first Precision Series buildings that Mattel released along with Flo's Via Cafe in like early 2016, I do believe. And of course, this comes with a Fillmore as well, and we'll take a look at him when we have him loose. But I don't want to talk too much, as this might be a pretty long video. So let's get right into this. Of course, we have Fillmore's Taste right now in white text right there with the Cars Precision Series logo. This right here simply just says Cars Precision Series. And on the back here, we can see a picture that was taken from the short that came out in 2006 along with the Cars DVD called Mater and the Ghost Light. So this little screenshot here actually did not appear in the movie. This is from the Mater and the Ghost Light short. You can see his little like fuel cans, and he's coming out of his little cave, igloo cave thing, whatever you want to call it, with the cool designs on it. Of course, it comes with an exclusive glow-in-the-dark Fillmore, and that's what I like about this Fillmore that comes in the set, that he's actually pretty unique because he's the only Radiator Springs townie that has come with the building so far that has glow in the dark. All the other ones have come with working lights, so he's pretty unique. And of course, we have a little description about Fillmore and his taste in. It's a little long to read, and I want to keep this video rolling short because it's going to be a pretty long one. So if you want to pause and read that, if you like, you may go ahead. I can't show any footage of me unboxing Fillmore's Taste in here, mostly because it's going to take quite a while to unbox this entire thing, a lot longer than it would to open up a regular single, for example, so I'm not going to show any footage of that, so I'll be right back to you guys. We have this thing completely loose out of the package, and we'll get right on to the review. I am back, and this is basically everything that does come in the box. We have the exclusive glow-in-the-dark Fillmore right here, obviously the set itself, this separate accessory of a little gas can fuel tank thing, whatever you want to call it, that of course Fillmore has a bunch of these that came with this. It's pretty cool. We'll also have some extra road pieces which we will connect to this set later on, a story connector piece, and up here we have the instructions in English and a little map of a little Radiator Springs poster showing all of the buildings. So let's get right on to this review. We're going to save the Precision Series Fillmore for last, and let's get on to the good part. Fillmore's Taste in here. So, as guys can see, we have Fillmore's right here in the front, by hanging on these little string things. These look to be tires right here. The corner ones actually look to be tires. They're hung by some sort of string type thing. Right here it says Taste and Fuel on a little tire right there. And of course it reads out Fillmore's on these like little barrel thing. I feel like these are really cool. Definitely matches like Fillmore's type of personality. And they can move pretty easily, but do not move them too much because they could potentially break off. And of course they're held together by 2 wooden poles and of course one on top. And of course, here's the little fuel thing. If we zoom in, as you can see, it does have these little sort of patterns on the side of it. I love that detail. It is hollow though, and you can see the little thing where you would drink it out of. Obviously, I guess it's like a straw, I guess you could say. Pretty silver, but this is entirely plastic. And I like how this came with this accessory. I'm really glad that they did that they had one that is separate and you can put it wherever you want. Like, you can really put it whatever you want. But I'm just going to put it right here. Obviously, right here, we have the little grass right here texture. We even have the bumpy sand, dirt texture around it. Like, it's not all flat. Like, you can see, like, bumps and, like, steeps and then little hills, bumps like that, all over the place, and I do like that a lot. We have some rocks here. Looks like some little hay right there, that little beige coloring right there. More grass. Now, right here, I think is actually really, really cool because it has, like, this little hat car that looks to be happy. Just has a simple, like, eye and then the mouth, and you could move it around pretty easily, and it's on like a little string thing. Obviously don't yank it because it could break off, but I do like these things. These definitely remind me of bobbleheads. I think it's really, really cool. There's, of course, the entrance banner that says Tastin' on it with this nice little type of 1960s sort of feel to it, if you know what I mean. And it is held up by his little cave dome, whatever you want to call it, the dome. I think that is what it's called. And let's just take a look at the patterns on it as well. You can see a peace sign right there with a road. You can see roads going on different directions as well. Some other designs. I don't know why, but this kind of reminds me of an owl. Don't ask me why. But those little squiggles right there with the two orange and the blue around it kind of reminds me of an owl. That's what I would have thought at first. This kind of reminds me of like a flame or something like that. And you can see 66. This is actually supposed to represent, I think, a little sign or badge that says Route 66. We have some black bubbles down here. We have some red roads. We have the yellow up top. On this side, it looks pretty identical to the other side in terms of design. We have more of those like wacky designs. Fillmore is definitely old school, I must say, because his design is definitely old school, and that is his personality. So I like how they emphasize this on the diecast. We only have the patterns right here, like you can see purple, pink, a lighter orange sort of color, yellow, blue, and some other ones as well. I just feel like Mattel did an amazing job on this dome right here. And you can even see how it's connected with the little black sort of handles thing, whatever they are called. And they go around the entire dome. It kind of reminds me of a spider web, honestly, or something like that. And now right here, you can actually see the little beads that were in the movie. They're pretty cool, and they do move around like they would in the movie. And I think these are really cool. The main colors are blue and red. And if we go into the other part of the dome, which is the other entrance, we're able to see some fuel tanks here. One says organic raspberry, free ramps, seaweed, corn feed soy, other ones as well. That one looks to say prickly pear, corn again, blue corn. You got a bunch of different types of oil. I don't really see anything else though in this domestic dome. I think those are the only details inside, but still very nice. And of course, the last feature of this set, this little propeller thing right here, which I think does move around from left to right, but pretty barely, I must say. Like, it's not like that movable, but you can like slightly move it. And again, don't move it too much because you could break it off. I like the little details on it. You can see the orange and the white, and it does spin like so. I assume this is some sort of satellite-like thing, as it's on the tip of a tower thing. That's usually what satellites are sometimes, but I'm not entirely sure. And you can see more like the grass textures on the back right there. And one last detail, which I forgot, is this little propeller thing right here, which is yellow. We won't be connecting the story set connector. I never really do attach these to the Precision Series sets because I don't really see the point of doing so, since for me I don't have any of the story sets anyways. But anyway, these two pieces will be on Fillmore's Tastin' in 3, 2, 1. That was pretty quick, don't you think, guys? Nonetheless, though, let's get right into the last thing before we show its light-up features, the glow-in-the-dark Fillmore, and we are going to compare it to the other Precision Series Fillmore and the regular Fillmore. Now, in all honesty here, this Precision Series Fillmore isn't exactly completely accurate to the movie. It's like the least accurate Fillmore out of these three right here, just because of the designs on the side. As you guys see, some of the colors are definitely overshown. Like, this is definitely a lot more of like a lighter stuff. You can see like the red outline on the flower up there. The darker blue shows up a lot more on this version than it does on the two previous versions, but that is completely understandable. There is actually a reason for that, is because he has a glow-in-the-dark Fillmore, and in order for him to glow in the dark, they had to change his decal on the side a little bit to have colors that can glow in the dark. Even though it's not accurate to me, I kind of like how they did that, but it doesn't really matter to me because we got a Precision Series Fillmore that is actually accurate with the decals anyway. Let me know in the comment section down below, which is your favorite Fillmore. We have the Precision Series Fillmore, the set version, the Precision Series Fillmore single version, or the regular Fillmore. I think I'm going to have to go with the Precision Series single version. Now here comes the moment you probably all been waiting for. The lights. Lights out. Alright guys, this set is about to light up in 3, 2, 1. This is absolutely glorious. I just love the colors shown. Obviously, all the lights are coming from inside the dome, and it's shown on through the top of the dome as well. But it easily fades out. So, I think this is how you can do it to keep it on. Honestly, what you have to do to get Fillmore to glow in the dark, though, is put him in the dome and keep him there for a couple of seconds. So that's what we're going to do. And as you guys see, he can glow in the dark. And this looks honestly absolutely amazing in person. I really do like it. Lights back on. Alright, so that's going to be it for my video and review of the Precision Series Fillmore here with the set. Hope everyone who did watch enjoyed this video. Thank you guys so much for your creative support recently. I had a lot of fun recording this video, and sorry if it's a little too long. I try to make it as short as possible, but I didn't know what to expect anyway, since this is a Precision Series building. Nonetheless, though, let's go right into the ending, and I'll see you guys all next time. Peace out.